For me, literally, food is a treat. Every meal is a treat because it is doing something to our body. You invest the same amount of money in food and eat at the right time and the right kind of food instead of popping a pill on time. If you can take medicine so seriously, take food really serious.
Hey, you are listening to Dream 100 Business Show podcast with Savita Hosamani. We at Dream 100 Business Show are on a mission to help business owners to move to the next level in their personal and business journey by helping them to make smarter decisions. In this show, we decode what goes on in the minds of successful business owners during challenging times and how they converted their dreams into profitable products or services. I tasted freedom when I got to splurge on junk food during my initial days of going to college. Every day I used to have spicy chaats and then only step inside the college. I became conscious of my food only when I fell sick due to the hot and spicy junk food that I used to have every day. Back then, I did not know how to balance healthy food and junk food. The concept of balancing taste and health was always a challenge to me and many individuals like me. So today, I get super excited as I decode this episode of talking to a healthy food expert and coach like Ashwini Parthaiah in this episode of Dream 100 Business Show. It was a real eye opener to me as she brings out the fine balance of remaining healthy with tasty food. So let's listen to her and treat ourselves to wholesome and a happy meal every day. First, let's start with understanding how did her journey start towards healthy food?
A lot of people were not conscious basically on eating fruits, but I somehow got this idea of buying fruits, seasonal fruits, and sharing with the friends around me. That's what started me to share what I like doing with food with my friends. Also, I wanted to settle down with a family, and my whole calling was food. Somehow food was always on my mind.
So we have to make it a habit to include fruits and veggies into our daily meal every day. So now let's hear how did she start inculcating healthy food habits in herself and in her children?
For myself first, the attitude I had to get in myself was that I had to make something healthy and also tasty for him. So I started exploring, also having a background of eating European food, how they presented food to kids and what all ideas they have just as in general practice in their culture. I tried to bring it into my child's food habits. And he really was becoming a less fussy person, and he was accepting all kinds of food. In fact, in his school, a lot of his friends were attracted to his lunch boxes. Yeah, he would always be hounded by his friends to share his food. So that's what he was coming back to me and telling me, because he himself was attracted to the food I was sending, the way I used to pack and send.
One thing that we have to note here is children learn more by watching and observing rather than hearing alone. Do you agree? So, as adults, let's implement first with our own selves before we expect the next gen to do so. The next question that comes to my mind is how does one celebrate conscious eating every day?
For me, literally, food is a treat. Every meal is a treat because it is doing something to our body.
Wow.
And I experienced this magic even without even wishing. I was overweight for my age and I had health issues myself. Though I had healthy eating practices, I did inherit a little bit of health issues. I saw a drastic change in how I changed my food habits, and then how it in turn, without me wishing for it, I kind of reduced my weight. And also, I was feeling lighter and active, more active. There was never a day where I have felt inactive or exhausted, fatigued. So for me, I kind of feel food is a treat. Just eating every meal is a treat, and every meal should be treated as a treat, like a
This,
celebration.
so let's start celebrating each meal every day from today. Now let's find out what was Ashwini's mission.
I am constantly striving. This has been my mission, in fact, my silent mission, because what I believe so strongly, I would like to affect my people around me. Of course, I have kind of taken this with my friends around me. One of my friends, she's younger than me, but she had health issues. She's been diagnosed with thyroid, and also a borderline diabetic. And another a full family, my two friends and their mother, they're also diabetic. So in the last few years, constantly every day, my only aim is to keep talking to them about what kind of food they need to include and how they have to eat, what time they have to eat, not making too much of changes which can be a shock to them and which they can't acclimatize to. Yes, there has been a drastic change in one of my friends' family. They have completely changed their eating habits. They have included a few superfood ingredients in their day-to-day regular meals that they cook, and they were constantly going through this headaches, fatigue, because of their diabetic background. Now they come back to me and tell there is a lot of change in that aspect. Their mother is not going through that headache so often. She's able to feel less exhausted. Yeah, and there has been weight issue also that I keep talking to them about, and how food can make difference in their weight loss also.
Amazing to know that nowadays we can have a healthy food coach for every person so that we can remain fit and healthy and have a great life. Want to know the details of how Ashwini accomplished her food mission? Then listen to the 34th episode, Benefits of Conscious Eating, with Ashwini Parthaiah, who is the founder of Treat on Table. Do not miss this episode on Dream 100 Business Show. And now let's not wait to fall sick to bring in healthy eating habits. It is through conscious eating and celebration that we can show to our loved ones that we truly care, not only for them, but to our own selves by eating and living a healthy and a fit lifestyle. If you are a person who cares about your health and your loved one's health, then start with conscious eating practices from your next meal itself. And do care to share this episode with all the people whom you want to be aware of their eating choices. For real-time interaction with real people, click on the link in the show notes and join the Telegram group to connect and interact with other listeners. We are always waiting to hear from you. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful listener.